The following video is made for educational purposes only. Everything you see is just an educational example. It does not constitute financial advice. Results may vary for you. Jumping into MemeCoins is kind of like stepping into a chaotic arcade where most of the games are rigged. You'll run into fake projects, shady plays, and the constant threat of losing everything with one wrong move. I've had my fair share of losses too, but after plenty of trial and error, I figured out a method that actually works. In this video, I'll walk you through that exact process so you can see how I use it and maybe start scoring wins yourself. Everything started making sense for me once I stopped thinking of MemeCoins as a quick flip and started treating them like an actual project I was building. That mindset shift changed everything. I'm talking specifically about launches here. Most people head straight to MemeCoins since it's the go-to spot. But that's where it gets tough. The place is overflowing with activity, and just showing up won't cut it. Even if you've got a solid strategy, luck still plays a big role. And most of the time, the risks end up outweighing the potential payoff. Instead of getting swept up in all the chaos, I decided to step back and explore different routes. That's when Radium stood out to me. In this video, I'll break down why I consider it the stronger option for coin launches. The process just feels smoother, less clutter, more control, and a real chance to build something meaningful. MemeCoins is packed with non-stop launches, while Radium runs at a slower rhythm. With only a few projects rolling out each minute, your coin actually has space to get noticed. But once I tested enough different methods, this ended up being the most straightforward path to getting a coin live on Radium. The key is Moontool.fun. It clears out the typical obstacles, no need for code and no drawn-out setup. With just a handful of clicks, you're good to go. I'll show you the whole process step by step. One of the key steps in launching a meme coin is nailing the logo. It's the very first thing people see, so it needs to grab attention instantly. The bolder or more unexpected it is, the better. A smart approach is to pull from memes that are already trending. Just scrolling through your feed can spark plenty of ideas. For this run, I picked the iconic MS Paint. It's classic, recognizable, and pretty popular, so it feels like the right choice. Just remember to save it with a size of 128 by 128 pixels, and download it before you go to the next step. Once the logo's ready, the next move is spinning up the token. Just link your wallet, hit approve when the prompt shows, and you're all set. Now it's time to set up the core details for your token. You'll need to type in a name, choose a symbol, write a quick description that adds some humor, and throw in the logo. For example, I'm going with Paint Coin and the symbol paint. The description is a perfect spot to set the tone. Something funny or clever goes a long way. After that, upload the logo and click Next to continue. Now we hit the tokenomics section. It might look complicated, but don't worry, it's all correctly preset. There's nothing you need to change. Just press Next and continue. Here you'll find a couple of optional spots, one to tag yourself as the creator, and one to include a launch page. They may seem handy, but in reality, they don't do much. On top of that, they cost 0.1 Sol to enable. I recommend skipping them, keeping your costs down, and hitting Next to continue. This is the spot to add your token's social media links. Unlike the creator name field, this really does boost your coin's credibility and can help it gain attention. If your accounts are set up, go ahead and plug them in. For this walkthrough, I'm skipping it to keep things moving fast. This one is a critical step for gaining investor confidence. The revoke authority options act as safeguards. Let me explain. Revoke freeze prevents anyone from interfering with transactions. Revoke mint blocks endless token minting, and revoke update locks the contract, so it can't be edited after the launch. Since these settings are public, turning them off could make your token appear suspicious. My best advice here is keeping them enabled, and then click Launch My Token Now. Once you hit the launch button, your wallet will prompt you to approve the transaction. Confirm it and follow the steps, and your token will be live before you know it. But wait, before you start celebrating, let's take a quick look at its status on SolScan. When your token appears on SolScan, that means it's officially on-chain. You can see the total supply, track all transactions, and dive into the finer details. But hold on, we've got one last step to go before it's market ready. Let's keep going. If you want people to be able to trade your token, you've got to provide liquidity. Setting up a liquidity pool is the next move. Click the liquidity button, and you'll be on your way. Now you'll be on Radium. Begin by connecting your wallet by clicking the top right button and choosing your wallet. Then to add your token, click the token field, copy the Moontool contract address, and paste it on Radium, and then wait for it to show up. Once it does, fill in the info, click Add User Token, and select it from the drop-down menu. You'll notice your total supply is 1 billion, so let's add 900 million tokens to the liquidity pool. This is where you pick your quote token, the currency people will use to swap for your coin. Solana usually shows up as the default, so we'll stick with that. Enter the maximum amount of SOL you want to lock. Don't worry about losing it. You can get it back if anything goes wrong. Just remember to leave about 0.2 SOL in your wallet for Radium transaction fees. When picking the fee tier, I go with 2%. It's worked well in my experience. There are other options, but I haven't tested them enough to confidently recommend. After selecting your fee, click Initialize Liquidity Pool, approve the wallet transaction, and your token will be live and tradable. And just like that, your token is officially live on Photon. Now it's time to relax and watch the activity pick up. While investors join in, I'll guide you through tracking the charts like a pro. I prefer Dex Screener for chart tracking. It's more user-friendly than Photon and works really well for tutorials. Select any coin, go back to Moontool and copy your token's address. Replace the address in the URL with yours, and your live chart will show up after a short load. The main focus is liquidity, because that's where profits come in. Bots are everywhere though, and there's currently no simple way to dodge them. Don't forget to check the Portfolio tab on Radium. It gives a complete view of your balances and open positions. This is where you'll grab your profits when the time comes. Your position should show up in the Standard tab in 10 to 15 minutes, but if it's a bit slower, no worries, it's normal. Check out this quick time-lapse of the launch. There's not a lot to break down step by step, but a few things are worth pointing out. Bots swarm right away. That's normal, so don't sweat them. Keep your eyes on the volume instead. As buyers jump in, both liquidity and market cap go up. Liquidity is where your profits come from. Watch your Radium portfolio. And once your position appears, you can pull out if the numbers look good. I'll walk you through that next. Here's the final step. Head to the Standard tab on Radium and find your LP position. Click the minus button and slide it all the way to 100%. Don't pay attention to the top numbers. They're not your actual payout. Look at the SOL figure at the bottom instead. If you like that amount, click Remove Liquidity and approve the transaction in your wallet. Just a quick reminder, everything in this video is for educational purposes only. This isn't financial advice, so make sure you do your own research before making any moves. As soon as that alert pops up, your profits are live in your wallet. Open it, give it a few seconds to update, and you'll see your gains. I pulled a decent profit in just a few minutes. Not massive, but consistent enough to add up if you keep at it. To wrap things up, a quick disclaimer. This video is purely educational. I'm not connected to Photon, Moontool, Dex Screener, or any of the platforms I showed in this video. I'm just walking you through the steps I use to launch coins. That said, this is a golden opportunity, so if you're interested, I wouldn't miss it.